It's the G to the U to the R to the U. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Welcome back to the show, man. So up next, we got to talk about the Chicago Bears 2021 schedule prediction. And this is Matt Nagy, Ryan Pace. Y'all know how I feel about this two couple, man. The odd couple. So let's get right to it, man. Week 1, the Chicago Bears travel to LA, man, to La La Land to play the Los Angeles Rams with Matthew Stafford. So this is what you got to look at, man. Matthew Stafford, he's a losing quarterback, but there's one team Matthew Stafford seems to always beat. Matthew Stafford's career record is 11-9 against the Chicago Bears. That he has the most victory in his career against the Chicago Bears. So with that said, the Bears are going to take an L because Matthew Stafford said so, man. 0-1 Chicago to start the season. Week number 2, they host the Cincinnati Bengals. Zach Taylor, Joe Burrows, I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. I don't even know if Zach Taylor could coach, but I do know Matt Nagy can coach, and I do know Matt Nagy's a better coach than Zach Taylor. Victory, Chicago Bears, week number 2. Week number 3, they travel to the Cleveland Browns. I don't like this matchup. I don't know if it's Andy Dalton who's going to be the quarterback. I don't know if it's Justin Fields. Whoever it is, one thing I do know, Myles Garrett is going to have a field day, whoever the quarterback is in this game. So this is going to be a total mismatch. Look for the Cleveland Browns to annihilate the Chicago Bears in week number 3. Week number 4, the Bears host the Detroit Lions. This is a homecoming game. It's a feel-good game. It's a stats game. I know it's going to be an ankle-biting game. It's going to be a tiger-fighting game. But one thing that's going to be is going to be a Chicago Bears victory game. Week number 4 against the Detroit Lions. Week number 5, they travel to Las Vegas to take on John Gruden and company. See, this game is funny with me. It's tricky because at this time, man, I truly honestly believe it's going to be Justin Fields starting at this time. It's a tricky game, but I do feel the Raiders right now, they're really in the rebuild. I feel like they've been rebuilding for the last 4 or 5 years, to be honest with you. I don't know any consistency going on over there, but the Chicago Bears, I feel like right now, they just jumped because of this last draft class with Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy. I can't even say that, but they jumped over the Las Vegas Raiders and look for the Bears to take this dub week number 5. Week number 6 against the Green Bay Packers. One thing I do know for sure, man, you got taxes, you got death, and you got the Bears always losing to the Packers. They just can't beat them. Matt Nagy can't beat Matt LaFleur. It is what it is, man. The Bears going to take an L in week 6 against the Packers, man. Week number 7 at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is a revenge game, dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't remember. A lot of people not talking about this game, but this is the revenge game for the Tampa Bay Bucs. This is the game Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? People thought he was old and he forgot it was 4th down and all that situation. So trust me, Tom Brady's remembering this game, and I have a feeling he got something to say against the Bears in this game. And it's just a bad situation for the Bears, so they're going to get their ass smoked against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in week number 7, man. Week number 9, they host the San Francisco 49ers. See, now watch out, man. This is one of them trap games for the 49ers, bro. One of them tricky-ass game over there week 9, man. So I expect this to be one of them upset special right here, man. So look for Matt Nagy because he's not a bad coach, man. And at this time, Justin Fields is going to be a little bit comfortable. This is right here, my upset special of the season for the Chicago Bears to defeat the San Francisco 49ers at home week number 8, man. Week number 9, they travel to Pittsburgh Monday night. So let me just put it like this, bro. I'm not no analytical guy, and I don't care about all this historic stats. I'm a film guy. That's why they call me the guru film room. So when I look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, what I look at it on primetime games is like on the road in Pittsburgh. That don't fend well for no team. It don't fend well for no team. Pittsburgh on a Monday night. I expect the same results to happen, and the Pittsburgh Steelers to defeat the Chicago Bears week number 9 on Monday Night Football, man. Going into the bye week, week number 10. Week number 11. So this is the weirdest stats right here with Matt Nagy in the bye. Since he's been the head coach with the Bears, this man is 0-3 after a bye. Like, I just don't get it, bro. I don't know. So guess what? Put them down for 0-4 because after the bye, week 11, they host the Baltimore Ravens, and they're not going to beat the Ravens, all right? 0-4 for Matt Nagy after a bye. Bears take an L. Week number 12, they go to Thanksgiving against the Detroit Lions. Hey, one thing I know about the Detroit Lions, since I've been watching football, dog, you know what I'm saying? Since football existed, since the 90s, that's when football really started. Nobody else cared about those other eras. Since the 90s when football started, bro, the Detroit Lions always play hard on Thanksgiving, bro. I'm a gambler, and I always bet on the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving. And guess what? Week 12, my man Dan Campbell and company finna upset the Chicago Bears on Thanksgiving, man. The Bears finna take that L week number 12, man. Sorry, Chicago Bears fan. Week number 13, Arizona come to town. You know it's Arizona. It's going to be cold out there in Chicago. It's going to be windy, man. And at the end of the day, I don't think Cliff Kingsbury could coach. I don't think he's a good coach. So at the end of the day, I think Matt Nagy is a better coach than Kingsbury. So with that said, I expect the Chicago Bears to beat the Arizona Cardinals week number 13. Week 14, they travel to the Green Bay Packers. One thing I can tell you that's guaranteed, man, we're going to die, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have tax, and the Green Bay Packers with Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers going to beat Matt Nagy, because we never see Matt Nagy beat that. They just can't beat the Packers. They just can't do it, and it won't happen this year either. Look for the Packers to sweep the Chicago Bears. Sorry, Chi-Town, that's just what it is. Another L for your week 14. Week 15, man, Monday Night Football. They host the Minnesota Vikings. We all know what it is. Kirk Cousins, Monday Night Football. I'm not going to go into it, man. It just don't work well for the Minnesota Vikings. So the scheduling God just blessed the Chicago Bears with this right here. Monday night hosting Kirk Cousins. Mark that as a W for the Chicago Bears, man. Week number 16, they travel right here to Emerald City. They come play the home team and the Seahawks. One thing we do know, man, you ain't finna come over here. This ain't Kirk Cousins. This is Russell Wilson's house, home slice. So guess what? Matt Nagy, Ryan Pace and company, they gonna get outclassed by Pete Carroll and my boys, man. So look for the Bears to take an L week number 16 against the Seattle Seahawks. And that's gonna be a great after Christmas game right there, man. Week number 17, they host the New York Football Giants. I think at this stage, the Bears going to be rumbling and moving, and they're going to beat the Giants, man. I think the Giants and the Bears are basically in the same position right now as far as the organization, but the fact that this game is going to be at home, and I don't really know about Daniel. I really don't know much about Daniel Jones. He's one of those enigma. You know, he's an enigma. It's like, I see a little negative, but then I could see some positive, so I'm just like, But at this one, he's going to be a negative, and the Giants going to take an L. Bears going to get this dub, man. Week number 18, they travel to Minnesota Vikings. Guess what? The scheduling gods didn't give him no Monday night. Kirk Cousins is a beast on Sunday, man. You play Sunday afternoon, Kirk Cousins is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Yes, and that's going to be the reason why the Bears will take that L week 16 in Minnesota, man. So with that said, Matt Nagy and company accidentally made it to the playoff last year, but they won't accidentally make it to the playoff this year. They will finish 7-10, man. But it's going to be a pretty good 7-10, and that season they will still sustain their job. So no, I don't think those guys will be fired after this 7-10 team season, because I think Justin Fields will show good improvement as far as the future franchise quarterback. So that's going to conclude the Bears 2021 schedule prediction, man. And we're going to take a break. And when we get back, we're going to talk about the Minnesota Vikings 2021 schedule prediction. This is Monday Morning Football with the Goo.